Hi, I'm Crystal. Welcome to Cloth Diapers 101. Today we're going to talk about how to cloth diaper overnight. You can do it, I promise. Here are my top tips and tricks. First of all, there's a huge learning curve to cloth diapering overnight. Disposable diapers are full of something called super absorbent polymers, and those can hold way more than their own weight, and they can keep your baby feeling dry all night long. Cloth diapers, on the other hand, can only hold as much as the fabric you put inside of them. So we've got to put more fabric inside of them. If you want a cloth diaper to work for you overnight, you've got to make sure you've got enough absorbency in it. And today I'm going to give you my best tips and tricks for troubleshooting your overnight cloth diapers and making them work for you. But before we get started, here's your permission to take breaks when you need to. Use disposables if it fits in your lifestyle better. And 3, experiment with different styles of diapers and different brands of diapers. They're not all the same. The 2 most common reasons that cloth diapers leak overnight is that 1, there's not enough absorbency for all of the pee, and 2, maybe there's some poor fit. Sometimes both of these things can contribute to leaks, but more than likely it's one or the other. A lot of times we'll hear that my baby's diaper leaked all over, but the inserts are dry, and if that's the case, it's probably a fit issue. And if you take the diaper off your baby in the morning and it's fully saturated, like there's no dry spots at all, it's probably that you need more absorbency. We'll cover poor fit in a different video. Let's jump in and talk about all of the different options you have to cloth diaper overnight because there are so many. It's not going to be a fully comprehensive video, but I want to give you like the landscape of all of your options so you can choose what works best for you. And if you see a style that you think you might like, you can deep dive into a different video on that specific style. Let me snap it together. It's probably no surprise to you, but my favorite diaper style is the pocket diaper. I'm kind of lazy, and pocket diapers are so easy to clean. The pocket diaper gets its name from the opening in the back of the diaper, which is a pocket that you can stuff absorbency into. So in this case, I have an insert in here. And what makes these diapers so incredibly easy to clean is that there's one surface to spray poo off of. In many of the other diaper styles I'm going to show you today, there are a lot more surfaces and crevices to clean. The pocket diaper gets a lot of hate when it comes to nighttime cloth diapering. Honestly, I don't think it's warranted. I have cloth diapered all 3 of my children using pocket diapers overnight, and sure, there's a little bit of a learning curve when it comes to using a pocket diaper at nighttime, but you absolutely can do it. If you have a tummy sleeper, I'd make sure you grab a diaper that has a tummy panel on the inside. This is the Kinder one. It's pretty generous. This helps prevent this moisture wicking material from coming in contact with baby's clothes. This is actually a really common reason that cloth diapers leak overnight, is because this interior fabric sticks out on some diapers that don't have tummy panels, and it can come in contact with their shirt or their sleeper and just like wick pee outside of the diaper. If you have a tummy sleeper, get a tummy panel. The other reason that I love pocket style cloth diapers, aside from how easy they are to clean, is how customizable they are. You can really change them to meet your baby as they grow. We typically recommend a 4-layer bamboo viscose insert as a starting point for most families. This is a great day insert for most babies under the age of 1. After 1, you might see that they need a little bit more absorbency. In that case, sometimes just adding like 2 extra layers. This is a 6-layer bamboo viscose hemp cotton insert. Usually one of these inserts is all that you need to diaper during the day, but at night it gets so much more complicated because it's not just a 2-hour stretch you're trying to meet maybe 12 hours if you've got a really good sleeper. All of the inserts here at Kinder are designed with snaps to snap together, so you can build what we call an insert lasagna. This all of a sudden is now 10 layers because you have the 6-layer and the 4-layer. But you can keep adding, you can keep going. If you need more than that, you can add another 4-layer. Now I have 14 layers, and then this goes inside the diaper, and that looks like this. So this has 14 layers inside of it. I said earlier that sometimes putting too much absorbency in a diaper can contribute to bad fit. So if you put too many inserts inside the pocket opening of a pocket diaper, sometimes it can force this elastic to not really nestle where it's supposed to in baby's underwear line. So here's my hack for that. If you find that you need the absorbency, but it's creating gaps around the leg because the fit's no longer good, you can take one of the inserts and place it on top of the lining of the diaper, and that will relax the tension inside the pocket and allow the elastic to get back up where it needs to be, which is in the underwear line. Now, the disadvantage of this particular setup is that it's no longer stay dry for baby, but you could choose an insert that has an AWJ lining, like this book fold insert, or a lot of brands, even ours, carry stay dry liners that you can put inside either fleece or AWJ. But I love that with a pocket diaper, you can keep changing the diaper to meet your baby where they are, and you don't need a bunch of different systems. A few different styles of insert can carry your baby from birth to potty training. The second style I'm going to show you today is a diaper cover. This one's going to look a lot like the pocket diaper I just showed you, and that's because it's also from my brand, Kinder. But while the fit is the same, the function of this is different. It does not have a pocket opening. Instead, the interior of this thing is completely wipeable. When baby pees, you can wipe this down and reuse it during the day. So this cover is gonna go over top of an absorbent material that you're gonna wrap around baby. And I'll show you all the different options that you can pair with this. Like a pocket diaper, this is a very flexible system and you have a lot of options. So of course, first and foremost, you can pair a diaper cover with insert. And just like in the pocket diaper, you can snap them together to make a little insert lasagna. Some brands will have that internal snap for you to affix your inserts to, but not all of them will. If that's something you're looking for, make sure you check for that before you make your purchase. Something else to pair with your diaper cover is a pre-flat style diaper. This is the Kinder pre-flat. This is our daytime pre-flat, but we also have a nighttime pre-flat that has a sewn-in Zorb booster. It is a really stretchy bamboo viscose cotton, and it stretches in both directions. A pre-flat is a more user-friendly flat where you have all of the advantages of a flat diaper. It's designed in this T shape, right, with these like flaps and wings. Fold these in, roll it in to get it narrow enough for your baby's crotch, and then you kind of like wrap it around your baby. My model is a newborn, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of maneuvering. I fold this part back so it gets a little bit shorter. Okay, and then these come in. Okay, so we've got the crotch really narrow. These are our wings. I'm here with my doll, pulling this through the leg gap. This part here, we're gonna spread it out and bring it down around the baby. This is our Snappi. Snappis are the most popular brand of fastener, right? This is the Snappi fastener. It is sharp. I don't know if you can see the little teeth on it, so it can grab a hold of the fabric. Wings come up nice and tight. Put some tension here. And you'll get like faster at this. So you can see how this provides 360 degrees of absorbency. Really what that means is you also have absorbency at the hips. Something I didn't mention with the pocket diapers that we should have talked about is that sometimes your day diaper might be on a different snap setting than your nighttime diaper. That's okay. Your nighttime diaper might need to have more space in it for the excess absorbency, and so it might be on a different setting. Here is a diaper cover over that pre-flat on my newborn doll. It's definitely bulky, but these pre-flats are made for babies who are over 10 pounds. We just talked about the pre-flat. Let's talk about some other textile options that are really similar to this in form and function. You can put so much more under a diaper cover. Let's look at all our options. You can pretty much put anything you want inside of it. Of course, we've already talked about how you can use inserts with it, but here are some of the other common options. We have a pre-flat, a flat. This is another version of a flat, it's just not tie-dye. A pre-fold, and a fixed flat. All of these textiles wrap 360 degrees around your baby so that you're getting absorption at their hips and their back as well. And they're all pretty trim options. This is a fixed flat. This is specifically by a brand called Blythe Life. If you think that you might like a pre-flat, you may also like the fixed flat. Fabric is so stretchy. You wrap it around your baby like this, and then this extra fabric is shaped more like the diaper and comes up around. And just like the pre-flat, you would secure it with the Snappi fastener or a pin or some other kind of fastener. The fixed flat is really similar to the pre-flat in function, so we're not going to spend tons of time on it. This is a cotton pre-fold. The middle of the pre-fold has more layers than the outside 2 layers, so you can fold it either this way, or sometimes this is called the girl fold. Fold it kind of opposite. That puts the bulk of the absorbency in the center for your baby girl. A lot of families will opt for pre-folds because a lot of times they're organic cotton. This is called a flat diaper. Actually, this specific one is called a flour sack towel. It's literally a tea towel. To use these, you can fold them like a flat diaper in really intricate folds. I'm not a flat expert, so I'm not going to pretend to show you how to fold a flat. I use them just like an insert and I fold them into rectangles. Sure that there are much better videos on how to properly fold a flat on this platform. This is a great 100% cotton option for absorbent. There's so many options. I feel like this section of the video needs its own video altogether. This is a handmade flat diaper that one of my customers sold to me a few years ago. It's just a really stretchy piece of fabric cut into a giant rectangle that you can fold into a flat diaper, or if you're like me and you're a lazy cloth diapering parent, you can fold it into a rectangle and stuff it in a pocket diaper. Both are totally valid. All of these products are quite similar in form and function. A lot of these are going to be purchased from small makers and less from bigger established brands. One, because they're a little bit more expensive to produce and then the end product is more expensive, but they're also kind of like a niche specialty product and sometimes are a harder sell for families because they're a little bit less convenient to use. I think it's also worth mentioning that you can get pre-flats and flats in prints, and they are also often sized versions of these. This is a newborn pre-flat. I actually really love pre-flats for newborns because their poo is water soluble. When it comes to cleaning all of the layers, it's not so much of an issue with the newborn because you don't have to spray all the poo off. Isn't the teeny tiny pre-flat so cute? Moving on. We're still talking about cover, but I'm gonna show you a different option to put underneath it if you don't want to use a fastener. These are fitted diapers, and if they look like they're crazy bulky, it's because they are kind of crazy bulky. Fitteds obviously come in a bunch of different textiles. I'm just gonna show you two. We can do this in a different video. This one comes from a small maker in Canada, Lily and Frank. She hand sews all of these and they are beautiful. I don't think this is the insert that actually goes on the inside of here, so forgive me. This whole thing is absorbent. That is the benefit of a fitted. This whole thing is super thick and absorbent and plush and cozy, but you do need to pair it with a waterproof cover. This fitted is a one size fit. You've got a lot of snap customizations, and then you can also fold the panel over to get an even smaller fit. You can add extra absorbency on the inside. The fitted offers 360 degrees of absorbency, which is great for families with heavy wetters. My qualm is that they're just really bulky. It can be hard to find a cover that's generous enough to fit over top of it. I told you I'm a lazy cloth diapering parent, so if my kid poops in this, too many layers to clean for me. This is a small batch handmade fitted cloth diaper. This is a small batch manufactured fitted cloth diaper. This one comes from Mimi & Co. This one also has extra absorbency included with it. This one also has the ability to adjust the setting. The reason I don't use fitteds is I just don't like to clean poo out of, or if you don't mind spending a little bit of extra time cleaning them, this might be a great option for you. This is a water resistant PUL cover, or polyurethane laminate cover. It's a plastic diaper shop. You don't want to use a PUL diaper cover. You could try a wool diaper cover. This one is alpaca wool. It comes from Luna Paca. I'm not a wool expert, so forgive me if I get any of this wrong. I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments, but wool is naturally hydrophobic. You can wear this over top of any of those other options that I showed. Oh, there's the plastic-free diaper cover option. One more. I got one more for you. This is an all-in-two style diaper. This one comes from Little Helper. It's a little bit older. Mo has since changed the diaper style a little bit. I don't think they offer charcoal bamboo anymore. I could be wrong. And in an all-in-two, it just essentially means that there's a diaper cover and the inserts are affixed to it and affixed to one another, so that you could throw this whole thing in the wash just like this and take it out and put it on your baby just like this. It's all attached, but it has the option to be unattached, and that allows you to customize it and change out the absorbency to meet your baby's needs. It's gonna be really similar in form and function to a pocket diaper. This is an all-in-one style diaper where the absorbency is physically sewn and attached to the diaper. In this diaper, you have less options as far as customizing, so you can continue to add inserts to this, but you can't take inserts away, and you're forced to use the absorbency style that comes with the shell. And in my experience, they tend to be a bit bulkier than like a pocket or a cover. I hope that you feel like you're set up for success to cloth diaper overnight. If you're already cloth diapering overnight, I'd love to know what you're using, what your system looks like, and don't forget, you've got permission to use disposables if you need to, and take breaks when you need to, because cloth diapering only works when it works for you. We're gonna be making some more of these longer videos, so make sure you're subscribed and let us know what else you want to see us talk about. Boop, boop, boop.